The call for help echoed across a planet, with no one to hear it. The year is 2098. Humanity's first colony on Mars, Aurora Station, has been hailed as a triumph. 200 scientists, engineers, and families living beneath domes, generating oxygen, growing crops under LEDs, and mining ice. Back on Earth, the project is a symbol of hope, televised for children to see. But after 2 years of tight budgets and endless dust storms, Aurora's morale is thin. The colony governor, Dr. Sienna Reyes, a brilliant botanist and reluctant leader, spends her days negotiating disputes over water rations and her nights checking on wilted lettuce. She misses trees. In the middle of a long Martian night, an alarm blares. The dome shudders. People spill into corridors in their pressure suits. On screen is a map showing a breach in Dome C, where the hydroponic farm is. A micrometeorite shower has punctured the thin polymer. If they can't seal it, the entire colony will lose half its food. "We have 6 hours," says Chief Engineer Malik. Protocol states they should seal Dome C off and let it depressurize, sacrificing the plants to save the colony. "Without those crops, we'll run out of food," argues Dr. Reyes. As the council debates, 14-year-old June, whose parents manage the farm, sneaks into the lab. She hails her best friend back on Earth. Streaming time is limited, but she uses her personal allotment. "It's going to burst," she whispers, eyes wide behind her helmet. Her friend, a robotics prodigy named Talia, gasps. "Is the 3D printer working?" she asks. Talia sends a schematic for a patch made from their unused rover tires, which is flexible yet durable. Jun prints the patches and texts a group of kids, including Malik's son and Reyes's niece. They don their suits and crawl into Dome C through an emergency airlock. The scene inside is surreal. Red dust swirling with shimmering ice crystals, plants thrashing as air leaks out. The kids clamber along support beams, using harnesses their parents taught them to use during safety drills. They slap patches over the punctures, working by flashlight and limited radio. They manage to seal 10 holes. They're still working when Dr. Reyes and the adults arrive, faces a mix of anger and awe. "What are you doing?" Malik shouts. "Saving our food," June replies. With adult assistance, they seal the remaining holes and Dome C holds. The entire colony crowds around the observation window as the pressure stabilizes. Cheers erupt. The kids are scolded for risking their lives, but hailed as heroes. Dr. Reyes hugs Jun. "Thank you for reminding us why we're here," she says softly. The twist comes days later in the private communications logs Dr. Reyes reads as governor. She finds a message from Earth's funding agency. Due to escalating costs and the breakthrough of a new algae-based oxygen system, they plan to cut Aurora's budget in half and replace half the crew with AI monitors. "People are too expensive," the memo reads. Dr. Reyes realizes Earth sees Aurora as a science experiment, not a community. She calls an emergency meeting. Many colonists are ready to accept the new plan, exhausted by constant crises. Reyes surprises them. "If we agree to be monitored by machines, we'll survive as individuals but die as a society," she says. "We crossed millions of miles not to be cogs, but to build a future together." She proposes they declare autonomy, remain part of Earth's scientific network, but govern themselves. They will grow their own food, generate their own economy by licensing discoveries, and decide their own leadership. Malik hesitates. "Do we even know how?" Reyes smiles. "We didn't know how to grow lettuce in red sand, but we figured it out." The colony votes. The majority chooses autonomy. Earth is furious, threatening to cut supplies. Aurora uses their 3D printers and ingenuity to stretch existing resources. They trade research data with smaller nations instead of Earth's major powers. They even send Talia an internship offer. Years later, a new generation is born who have never been to Earth. They celebrate Founding Day with stories about the kids who patched Dome C. "We're not surviving, Jun, now head engineer," tells an incoming crew. "We're living. Survival is necessary, but thriving requires community and self-determination." When faced with crises, leaders must remember the human spirit is not expendable. Courageous actions, whether patching a hole or choosing autonomy, create futures worth living for.